Welcome back to Media Monday, and let's get started with a little bit of the news. We just recently had a guy who got really assaulted at a Trump rally, and it seems like the violence against people who decide to protest against Trump is getting worse and worse. And he is still falling behind the whole I didn't tell him to do it. I just say stuff, and if they act out on it, that's not my fault. Like, really, dude, when are you going to actually try to be the leader who you say that you want to be? You can't sit here and continuously motivate people for violence and then swear up and down that you didn't have any hands in on it. Like, you can't sit there and I can just basically get up a group of impressionable kids and tell them how great it would be to go and rob a store and then drive them by a store. And then they get out of the car and then they go and rob the store. And then I go, well, I didn't have anything to do with it. I just told them that it would be great for them to go. I mean, it'd be cool if something like that happened, but I'm sorry that it happened, but I don't have any responsibility. And you want to be president. So what's going to happen if by some fluke you do get the presidency and you decide to bomb ISIS and they awaken any sleeper cells that they may or may not have here and they start killing off innocent Americans? Do you go, well, I didn't know that was going to happen. It's not my fault, people. It's all them other people. It's Obama's fault. He's not even president anymore. It's your fault. You can't make the decisions and then get bitched out. I mean, decide to bitch off on it. Like all the other companies, president is not going to be something where you can file a bankruptcy and then get away off of a scot-free. Whatever decisions you make, everyone's in the country is going to have to live with because whoever in their right mind decided to vote for you. And we're all going to be screwed if you decide you're going to make a policy that doesn't actually work out and it causes more heat and more problems for the country. Then what do? Go, well, I want to follow Chapter 11 because I didn't think that idea was going to go bad. I just knew that I could make Mexico build a fence. I just knew I could because I am who I am. No. You're going to destroy a relationship we might have had for hundreds of years because you think you can. It's not going to work like that. And I think in your subconscious mind, know that crap like that would not happen and would never ever get to happen. But in front of some rednecks that just have some of the most racial thinking, you're going to tell them whatever you want to tell them because, hey, that's going to get you some votes. And that's what you're really wanting, is to prove that, hey, look who I am. I'm a big man. And what else we have in the news? President Obama is visiting Cuba right now on a diplomatic thing. He's meeting with, was it Carlos Castro? Or whatever, Castro, semi-Castro, Raul, there it is. And to open up that chain, those diplomatic thing that we and help out another country, they help us out. Maybe we can fix some of the problems that they've had, and maybe they can help us with problems that we may end up with in these next few years. And maybe that will work out as beneficial relationship. All right, and let's get into some headlines of the last week. Trump's anti-Washington campaign finally hits Washington. So now big bad Trump. You get to actually tell them how much you think they are useless pieces of crap to their face, instead of walking around the country and going, Washington is assholes, and this is why, and blah, blah. Now you get to tell them to their face. Clinton vows to take U.S. relationship to the next level. I mean, what are we going to finally do? Swap keys and move in with each other? I mean, we're pretty much bed buddies right now. What's the next level? A former state trooper is shot to death after killing 2 other officers. So he decides to rob a bank, a former state trooper, and tries to get away, and he kills 2 other officers and then gets killed himself. When are we going to start giving these guys PTSD? I mean, these officers or anybody that are trained to kill or whatever, counseling on when they leave, so then they can find other means to fix their little anger issues. And we're going to end it right here. So if you like this vlog, rant, whatever you want to call it, hit it with a thumbs up, subscribe, leave some comments, share it, whatever you want to do. And remember, enjoy life.